Hey everybody, hope everyone day. It's Spencer. We're going to continue our Eastern Investigations Patch playthrough. We're close to the end of Turnabout Blaze. I was trying to finish it on Monday, but by the time I just couldn't finish it, so we're just going to continue where we were. So let's go. Alright. Huh? Excuse me, sirs. Report! What were the results of the analysis? Sir, the analysis can get back and confirm that the red substance is blood. I knew it. This Coriolis Abba.
Objection!
The editor? I wonder. You might humor my question. Why should I mention my brother's dogs here again? Your question? Going for war, or have you forgotten? Even if it's Mr. Coach's blood, what difference would it make?
Not so fast!
Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene was that dressing room.
Objection!
But it doesn't prove that I'm your killer, does it? You're not. Yeah. It's a very good point. Blood in the box doesn't prove that Mr. Abba is the killer. Then, this evidence, it's meaningless. It can't be. You were so close, sir. I want to smack that smug look of his face. Well, there's gotta be something we can do. I only found Saltpeter's evidence. Must do something I can dispose of it. I can't think of a single thing. Now, if you excuse me, I'll be on my way. Hold it. Who was that? It's too late. I won't let anyone stop me now. It wasn't me, pal. It wasn't me this time either. It wasn't me either. It was me. Why did you? Because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir. There's more? What? Hurry up and spit it out! Yes, sir! The blood I mentioned. It's not the same blood type as the victim's blood. What? No! What? What? What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? I mean, is it? Then who the hell is it? I don't know, sir! All I know is not the same blood type as the victim, sir. What should you do now, Mr. Edgewater? I have no idea what's what anymore. Neither do I. My, what an amusing turn of events. That blood drop proves something to be true, alright? Namely my words. And which one of your words would that be? The one where I said that your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. That blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. Need I remind you that the blood got onto that box long before it entered my emissary? What sort of nonsense? Yeah, it's blood, pal! There's no way it's not related to the murder. So you would like to believe. It was some prepared the samurai dogs had a small nosebleed. But then... I guess that's possible. And Have we missing our time on a red herring? The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clear enough. Rizaba, you bastard! Oh, there it was. I was off. Silence! Don't you ever address me with such a filthy word again. I have no time to hear of you. You have your now you have your answer. Now let me free.
Not so fast!
It doesn't matter where you run off to. You'll never skip me. Today, I'll have the satisfaction of sticking my fangs into you. You'll see. And all miserable will be behind me. We're gonna see to it that day comes. Do you know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser of a mutt. Ow! Is this really the end of all we can do? Is that blood... Sorry, is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? Or is there another possibility? Someone else other than the victim? But just when I thought I had him backed into a corner, it was I who was backed into one. In a situation like this, what would that man do? What would he could turn any desperation? What would he who could turn any desperate situation around do? Turn it around. That's it. I must think my way. I must turn my way of thinking around. It's not whose blood is this? It's whose blood could get on this box like this. And I can think of a way. I can think about it that way. I never think about it that way. The blood got under the box when the body was being placed into the pushcart. And the owner of that blood must have been in the dressing room at that time. And there's only one person that could be. Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. So you kids that I would remove from center stage. And will be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows. Unfortunately. This is not a total loss. As Cinderella will allow me more freedom than you'll ever know. Freedom like what the ribbon feels as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't lay a finger on me. Not now or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me.
Objection!
Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. Do you mean? Allow me to describe you in one word. Pitiful. Pitiful? How so? Cornelius Abba, your wings were clipped long ago! As for someone who was trying to fly away on them without noticing that fact, pitiful is the perfect word to describe you. Ha! Mere words. What do you mean by his wings were clipped? Sorry, Mr. Ezra. His wings are clipped, sorry. Anyway. Just what you figure means, Kay. We have already caught him in our trap a while back. With an incredibly powerful, definitive piece of evidence. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Curtis speaking English? What are you talking about? What piece of evidence? The piece I speak of course. This drop of blood. Alright. But we know that it's not from the victim! I don't see how it remains irrelevant to the case at all! Miss Von Karma, I believe that is exactly why it's very important to the case. And the part that is most important is the fact that it's not the victim's blood. You're looking a little pale. Good. And I believe you are already aware of what I mean. And you know who the book belongs to? Of course I do. This piece of evidence is the irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that soiled this box of samurai dogs belongs to this person.
Take that!
The blood of the Red Sun on this box belongs to you, Corvus Abba. Huh? What? Why is his blood on the box of samurai dogs? He's not even a victim. The blood fell onto the box when Mr. Kochin's body was placed into the push cart. At that time, only two people in the dressing room. The only two people in the dressing room were the victim and his killer. So that's what you mean. The blood doesn't belong to the victim. And there's only one other person it could belong to. Yes, and that person is the murderer himself. That's the only logical conclusion. Mr. Kochin was the one who stopped, sir. Or Mr. Abba had been the one who was bleeding. What if during the murder, Mr. Kochin had fought back? You mean, if before Mr. Abba could kill him, Mr. Kochin managed to wound Mr. Abba? Yes, and I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding then. It's the piece of evidence that shows Mr. Abba was probably bleeding at the time.
Take that!
Mr. Abba, you bear on your body a great wound. That was from when the master attacked me with a pair of scissors. Yeah, and that happened way after he was in the dressing room. Ah, but is that what really happened? You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it. So I can't just accept that as fact. Shall we try a test, Mr. Abba? To see if the shape of your wound matches the scissors?
Objection!
You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't let a single thing slip you by, no matter how insignificant the possibility. You're one to talk, Mr. Abba. You managed to give the law the slip for 10 years as a smuggling ring's leader. Not under danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are a one-of-a-kind criminal.
Objection!
I am the master of my fear. However, I think that a person such as you could miss such a large thing. I believe I overlooked something. You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Kochin. And that it was caused here in one of the theater's dressing rooms, right? Yes, that is correct. I'd like to point out that's simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound. What? And one that can only have come from a blade. I wonder where you were proposed to such a weapon came from. Actually, have we checked? Okay, we did. Ah! Alright. This theater was packed with security guards. It would have been impossible for anyone to come into this theater with a weapon of any sort.
Not so fast!
Just as Mr. Abba was able to bring in the Almasane knife in the bouquet, there must have been some way, some other way to sneak in a weapon of some sort. Ah, but as long as you can't prove what that other way is, all of your talk about Mr. Kochin stabbing me is pure nonsense. So if that no other way does exist, you better hurry and tell me now. I am thinking the key. Oh. With pleasure. What? What? Wait, what? This piece of evidence shows how Mr. Kojun brought a weapon into this theater. I'm gonna try one. I'm gonna try the key, and if not, try the
Take
bouquet.
that!
Yep. Among law enforcement, this piece is known as the Yadagrasu's key. That key! That's the key that my father stole from here 7 years ago. And it is very unique, in that it is both a key and a knife. Meaning that under the guise of a key, it could have been easily brought into the theater. You couldn't dispose of the knife that stabbed you. Therefore, you wiped out the blood and placed it back in Mr. Kojun's pocket. After that, he itself opened the safe in his office. And inside that safe, there was a document about papers signed by Mr. Kojun. In order to make it look like Mr. Kojun died as the leader of the smuggling ring, you had to make it so that the police were the ones who opened that office safe. All that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this knife blade with your wound, Mr. Corvus Abba? And that is what some may call the coup de grace. Impossible! You can't take me down! Swine, all of you! Especially Manekujin! This is all because of that man's betrayal. He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador. Which is why he deserved to die while bearing the guilt for all my crimes for me. That is why I sent out the Yadagrasu's card, and how this incident was born. Nani was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader who was killed by the Yadagrasu. But there's another reason. There's another story that was supposed to play out. Nani's death was supposed to bring everything to a close. I would have gotten away, but too, it weren't for you meddling prosecutors. Mr. Abba, I'm afraid there is one more question I forgot to ask. This country's Ali Behest. Which country's court would you like to face first? Either way, it's game over for you. I'm not done yet. Aw, we waited 20 more minutes. We could have had it done. March 17th, 11:21 a.m. With your court, defendant lobby number 2. Whew, this is it, the big day. Mr. Alba's trials today. And next week, he's scheduled to stand trial in his own country of Alabahest. And this guy is heading that one. I suppose he'll be serving a full course of whip lashes at it. Having to face Miss Von Karma in court right after facing you, sir. I don't even want to think of what that would be like. Got a glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted to the corporate house. And boy, he looked about as gloomy as I do today before I get my monthly paycheck. No, I've been thinking. That flight attendant and even Mr. Portman were all Mr. Alba's secret agents. Correct. A smuggling room is the common thread of all the incidents. Millie. It was to provide support during smuggling ops. Using her job as a attendant. I'm pretty sure I got the name wrong. It's been a long while. And Mr. Portsman was to manipulate trials related to the ring to end in their favor. Oh, your lights, and even the prosecutor's office? No one was safe from the smuggling ring, huh, sir? I suspect there are even more members of this ring spread throughout the world. Yeah, it sounds like such a big op that I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. What is it, detective? Nothing. It's just, well, come to think of it, Mr. Ernest Amano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir. I'm aware of that. Mr. Amano has been working with the smuggling ring for over 10 years. He used the Amano Group's various connections worldwide to assist the ring. But all of that has come to an end, and his conglomerate is now undergoing harsh scrutiny. I owe Mr. Amano a debt of gratitude. He must pay his debt to society. Well, with the arrest of both Mr. Alba and Mr. Amano, I guess it's about wraps up the KJ incident as well, huh? I suppose so. The real killer in the KJ incident 10 years ago was Matty Kochi. And 7 years ago, the killer of the second KJ incident was Mackerel. These two facts are the unshaken truth. However, it seems that a lot of effort was put into hiding these and other truths from us. And I will expose it all at the trial today. There's so many cases left and right, aren't you, sir? DCU and Dead Man. Perhaps now, these two brave souls who try to make the truth known can rest in peace. By the way, I received some gifts from Ambassador Paleno. Shrimps, crab, beef. I don't need any of these. So I'm giving them to you. What? Seriously, sir? Wait, actually, I don't think I want them anymore. The way you're holding them, don't tell me they're just coupons, sir. But the gumshoe, have you not read the paper recently? Ever since the two countries became codependent again, the economy has changed. Really? It seems that Ambassador Paleno has reaped a few benefits of his own from it. He has been announced the official ambassador of the newly reunified Coptomia. But what a pity. Even though every item he sent is a treasure, you don't seem to be that interested. If you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant Kay. Wait, that's not what I even said! So, Mr. Andrew, please let it happen, sir. Actually, come to think of it, where's Kay? How come she's still not here? Hey, you gotta be more alert than that. Ding! I can't believe you didn't notice. I haven't seen you making Mr. Edward's voice for red. I totally didn't notice! Or realize that voice was you. And she said, ferocious love blooms with each new spring. Ancient Lang, a pleasant surprise to see you here. It's been a long time since I set foot in the courthouse. I wasn't going to miss watching the guy who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to him. And something else. I want to see you in action in court. Is that so, Ancient Lang? You flushed out all of the counterfeit bills, so Shanfa is finally at peace again. That's all thanks to you. So I just want to say, thanks. Wow, never will I see the day Whoopi said thanks to Mr. Edgeworth. I should be the one thanking you, Ancient Lang. If you hadn't negated Mr. Alba's extraterritorial rights, I would not have been able to bring him to trial. I believe the victory belongs to both of us in this case. A shared victory, huh? Look, don't get me wrong. I'll still never forgive you prosecutors. I have zero interest in that truth thing you talked about in court. I have always done things my own way, and that's not about to change, you got that? I see. Well, I believe you should follow your own creed well when you do your job. Yeah, and there's ever someone you precious this truth can't catch. Feel free to sit around and cry about it all you want. But as for me, I'm gonna get that person no matter what. Alright. It's about time for this trial to start. I will see you later. I'll be watching you perform from the gallery. I'm looking forward to this. I've heard a whole ton of bigger tips for today's victory, sir. I'll have frozen around when Mr. Ashton wins. Haha. We got enough because I'm gonna go call my man And up as what? Oh. A modest amount of ticket tips goes a long way. Scene shift to the courtroom. The final act of this long tale begins. Legend of the Great Thief Yatagarasu. The story of those who used to dedicate their life. I messed up. Just look. Prosecutors are those who seek a guilty verdict for the defense they meet. And to that end, you have no choice but to win by any means necessary. The creed is forced on me since I was very young. However, I no longer think. Oh, and that is because. Even though I've only been away from the courthouse for a short time, I feel as though it's been a long time since I set foot in one. Today, when I enter day, for the fight. So the fact that if I was things were a little quieter, we could finish this. Damn. Oh well, I still enjoyed it a little bit. I'll talk about personal plots in the cases later. So I'm really Mr. Treacher's death for the other day. Thanks to him, I'm still free to serve in the friendly blue skies. Oh, so about my suitcases. I've been selling them on the internet, and they've become a real sensation. Thanks to the praise the art world has left use on my work as a truly postmodern, airlines trust me to design the new line of Go-Yo jumbo jets. Just think, someday, you'll be able to take a ride in my pink with yellow-seated jet. Yeah, like I said, we still have them. Have to go, so. Hey, sure. The bruises of a Ruman. Because of them, my time and money is wasted. More importantly, I received the most fantastic treasure recently. The primitive statue of the Paleocopa Lydium. It was a bit light in my hands, but the Ambassador Paulino was most generous. That's where I went. Yeah, I still enjoyed the music, and the remix are nice. We finally caught Ancient Hexus Killer, and I was able to witness Mr. Alba's teary eyes. It feels good to finally bring everything to a close. I received another offer from Interpol to work on another case in cooperation with them. However, the company courts await. But Dominia's air is supposed to be very fresh, so my whip should find new figure there. Yeah, more Dance for Twos, because that's going to be the one I've never really played. Oh, I think it's Mr. Meekins. Oh, Mr. Meekins, sorry. This little patrolman has been fired as of today, sir. I thought I was safe since we found the gun I had dropped. But I had news that I dropped my police box too! I guess what really broke the compass back was that I couldn't find my badge. My little life has suddenly turned into a dark black hole, sir. I think I'll go to the courthouse and file a complaint with Ruffles Man. And then he became the bailiff. Yeah. It's been a while since I played, so I did enjoy it. I was actually hoping to talk with Mr. Edgeworth a bit more than I did. I've got to get going and return to Europe. I still got a long way to go and a lot of stuff to study there. Next time I help Mr. Edgeworth on a case, I'm going to do it as a real fancy scientist. I'm sure he's going to need all the help I can give him scientifically. Sure for that. Huh. Because of the kidnapping was staged, I was let off easy. But I won't be going outside much anytime soon, but that's really okay. The only person I'm forever trapped is in the cage of love. The guard down at the detention center. Well, when he was on guard duty, he has such a cold look in his eyes, just like that prosecutor. Stop it, Lauren. When will you ever learn to stop being the prisoner of love? But yeah. I do bet the redo on like the signs were nice. What was Your Honor?
It appears that there is all sorts of drama that takes place outside of the courtroom. The judges are here day in, day out. I've only heard a rumor, but my name is Mr. Edratino of a thief and then became a detective. Maybe I should team up with the bailiff and try to become a lawyer or something.
Poof! I probably skipped death yet again.
Yeah, but boy, were we looking to have Mr. Edriff help us out, huh?
Yeah, but because I lost the key, I got fired from my security guard job.
Only I could do that, Maggie. You still got me.
You're right, sir. I won't be sad. I'm gonna pick myself up and get through this. I wonder what my next job should be. Oh, this is actually kind of fun. Why not come to Dopamine for your summer vacations? We have coupons aplenty. Right now, our emissary is proud to present our Let's Investigate a Murder show. Although recreating that particular case has created a small few false marks of its own, and a few problems with the fire marshal. But the next event will be great. Will be an attraction entitled Capture the Yatagrasu. Of course, I hope to in this case help in creating our latest attraction. I can't believe that Minnie ditched me and went to Japan. It's okay, because that's how I met Miharu. I'm planning to go to Paris soon and start a business. We're going to sell blue ocean dogs. They'll sell like hot dogs for sure. Blue hot dog and blue gut bun. I guarantee it'll turn your tongue and your face blue. It'll not really take to work, lad. Or no, really, but. So I've noticed that I really haven't seen the guy in the blue suit at all recently. I wonder what's up. Well, next time we meet, I'm gonna make him eat one of my dogs. I give testimony in court today as a member of the Yatagrasu. Yo, Mr. Bad, you look well, all things considered. By the way, I've noticed that Alma's within the ring has begun move. I'll probably fight over who should succeed, over who should be the next boss. Although, to be honest, I wish I could forget I ever heard of that smuggling ring. Like she said, Burrow bites the poison snake from head to tail. No one runs afoul of the law and skips this wolf's fangs. I'll get y'all yet. Ah, Heath. When did I become so old, I wonder? I've begun noticing gray hairs on my beard more. I'm thinking of retiring my mirror. Oh, that's when the Uma. I was the Pink Princess and the Pink Badger, all in the span of 2 days. Look what busy. That's alright, because I got a letter from my beloved Echipu. Please take care of your hip, and when you wish to speak, first take off your headpiece. What do you mean by that last statement? It's like I enjoy being under a headpiece every time I see him. Oh, never mind. March 17th, 4:43 p.m. High Prosecutor's room 1202.
Whoa! I feel so much better now that the trial's over. And as always, your legal prowess was top-notch, sir.
Yeah, and nothing beats the look of Mr. Alba's face when you reveal the ring's secret. That was amazing. You're like a totally different person when you step into the courthouse.
Mr. Edgeworth was always 10 times fiercer in court.
Based on the information Mr. Alba offered up, they begun large-scale operations. Clean up the rest of the ring, which I'm happy to lead to Francisca and Ancient Lang.
So what are your plans tonight, eh?
Oh, well, we took care of the creep who killed my father. I'm not sure. Hey, I know! Maybe I'll just keep on being Mr. Edgeworth's assistant.
You're still trying to do my job, pal!
Just kidding. Just kidding. Can't steal something so important you got me. Oof, what a relief.
Okay.
Yes?
Even after all that's happened, are you still planning to become a great thief?
Of course! But I don't want to tarnish the legend of the noble Yadagrassi. So I'm gonna hold off on anything until I make a tight three-person team of my own.
A three-person team?
A three-person team of young beauties the same age as me, if possible.
With those criteria, I highly doubt you'll find the two other people you need.
My father chose to fight for the truth. I think that's what's so noble about him. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, the only thing I will ever steal are the truths that have been hidden away. I'm going to work extra hard to make a world where the Yadagrassi isn't needed.
Let's both strive for success for such a future.
Well, I guess it's time for me to get going.
I see. Hey, keep your chin up and stay strong, okay?
And don't be a stranger. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be sure to take a brick to break the lock on the window and sneak in.
You could. I appreciate it if you just came in through the building's front door.
It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. Look at my window at home has been broken forever. Oh, one last thing before I go. Let's take a group picture. Just the three of us.
Yeah, commemorate the photo.
Every big kiss has to end with one.
No.
Hey, why not?
Tell me your camera time, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course not, detective.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm taking the picture now. Hey, come back here.
Mr. Edgeworth, you can't run away from this, sir. Hey, Detective Gumshoe! Stop that! I can't be seen doing that!
Okay, I'm totally taking it now. Say cheese!
And thus, the long tale of the KJ incident came to a close. It saw the demise of the smuggling ring and the birth of a little great thief. But there is little time to rest and relax. For I am eager to tackle the investigation into a new case. The reason for my eagerness is... I want to pursue the truth, and... I want to believe in the strength of those who use the power of the law for good. As someone who has chosen to live my life as a prosecutor, that is my new creed.
We will be moving on to the next episode though, right, Mealy? Alright. You got... Okay. So, let's check the gallery. If there's none of the acolytes are done. Nah, it's just... all the pictures for Edgeworth's done. Then the character compendium is also finished. Ah, because these were those were the main characters. Alright. Let's move on to the next one. Prosecutor's Comet. I've never played this, so this is me going blind. What about Trigger? Here it comes! The presidential plane descends from the western skies, bringing a message to Peach. Makes its final approach and lands right on Groom Lake. Just listen to that crowd! Welcome, Shangpa. Welcome, Mr. President. And now, sir, your audience awaits. Honor friends and allies, I'm here to deliver a message. The odious criminal that dodged my beloved nation is no more, thanks to the prosecutor's officer of great country. You have our most heartfelt gratitude. Our friends, do not forget. The battle against evil rages on. Here today, I'll make you the solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice. I think I messed that up. Ah! On the prosecutor's office! Get Miles Edgeworth here right away! If anyone can solve this, he can! March 25th, 2:46 p.m. Bird Lake Spectator Arena. Oh, yeah. News must be halfway around the world already. After all, it's not every day an attempt is made on the life of a nation's president. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor. I came as soon as I got the call. The moment the phone rang, I knew it was serious. Mr. Edgeworth! How good as you hear, sir? This is Dick Gumshoe, a detective with the local pinnacle. He's the one usually assigned to my cases. I was the president detective. You still know, Mr. Edgeworth? The Max just boarded the plane a few minutes ago. I see. Hope it's alright. And I suppose you better show me the scene of the crime instead. Right away, sir! Hey, I said, hey! Yeah, you ruffians! Who's that? You're the prosecutor in charge to see your case, ain't ya? Wanna give me your first impressions? Anything strike you as odd? Y'all's on? No comment. Detective Gumshoe with me. Come on, now, Mr. Prosecutor, don't be like that. Mr. Edgeworth, wait for me! Alright. Now, detective, I need the facts of the... Oh, cool. I'm going to assume it's the demon, so we'll listen to the person's web. Detective, I need the facts of the case in as much detail as you can give me. Well, the scene was right here at Gourd Lake, as you already know. A bunch of people were gathered to welcome the President, Shamfa. Huh.
Di Junwang. Yes, I read about his visit. It's been all over the news for days now. Oh, we don't have... other way. It was raining until just before he landed. Looking it up, he went on stage as planned. Oh, it's it. And then, smack dab in the middle of a speech, bang! A gun goes off, and everyone runs for cover. Our friend lies, apparently. Apparently?
Truth is, I only just showed up myself. I have no lot more than you do, sir.
You were summoned on short notice as well? I was, right in the middle of my day off. I was at the office, taking advantage of the peace and quiet to prepare for my next case. And then the boss himself called you to the scene. There were dull moment, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? The boss? Yeah, chief prosecutor was right here at the park. Saw the whole thing. Mr. Sensigan yelled at the top of his lungs. Get me Edgeworth right away. He's the only man for the job. I'm like, let's see. Oh, they cordoned the perimeter of the park off as soon as it happened. You'll be happy to know. So our would-be assassin is still here somewhere. Good. Now all you gotta do is find him in the middle of that crowd before they strike again. You're right. We don't know what else our culprit might be planning. These people are in danger. You don't have a moment to lose. Let's begin with the basics. And search every inch of the crime scene for clues, no matter how insignificant they may seem. Precisely. As I'm shot at, which means a gun was involved. That's our first clue. Alright. Keep me going. Oh, is this how machine? No, okay. The gumshoe? How exactly was the security details surrounding the president's speech organized? Sir, officer really focused on securing the perimeter of the park. The president's able to charge the arrests. He has his own team of bodyguards. See the guys over there? Maybe we should ask them a few questions. I want to talk with them. I'll need to walk over and press this button. The president's bodyguards over there. Oh, so they are. Ah, fine. I'm not letting do anything until they... Fine. We'll talk to them first. Can I help you? You're one of the president's bodyguards, correct? Did you tell me his security details how security details was arranged during the speech? To our senior operatives were attached to the president. The rest secured the stage. This is our first rodeo. Anything suspicious in that crowd, and we would have spotted it right away. Let's see. So the president's security was tightly orchestrated for the duration of the speech. Let's investigate further. We should speak with other witnesses and continue to look over the crime scene. Can't afford to leave any stone unturned. So that's how you all go about it, huh? Sure as haven't seen the pros at work. Better share a little. Know what happened to that information once you got a hold of it? Bystanders. This one seems persistent. I can't afford to get distracted. Hey, Ruffles! I asked you a question, dang it! What happens next? Well, we pull information together and try my connections, right, sir? Detective!
Aw, don't be so hard on the poor guy. So, can you say, what next?
I guess you got. Then we gotta connect next. Connect one piece of information with another. It's Mr. Forte. He's a logic master. I can view that information I have with this button, and then connect it with the other button. You should try it now. Just press this button, and we'll be off down the path of logic.
Despite the presence of tight security, the perpetrators still managed to carry out their attack, completely undetected by the cognitive of highly trained bodyguards, no less. No mean feat. This would have taken some serious planning. In other words, the assassination attempt was almost certainly premeditated.
Nonsense, Mr. Edgeworth! The old logic never fails, huh?
Indeed. All we need to do is find the right clues and make the right connections between them. Make the wrong connection, however, and will only wind up further from the truth. Means I must make well-reasoned connections if I intend to draw logical conclusions.
Let's get this investigation started! I need to examine everything that looks suspicious.
Some things, I simply need to walk up to them and press this button. If I wish to speak with the detective, I should use this button. There's a bright red balloon popping on the surface of the lake.
Reminds me of the same balloon ladders back when I was a kid. Red letters, you see, and then you tie it to a balloon and send a balloon off the sea if anyone writes back. Somebody writes out. Right back, sorry.
That's quite an ingenious idea. And, did anyone write back? No.
You're gonna need a balloon for that actually floats first.
That's for your plan fails to fall.
Well, the rain stopped, and it was falling right up until the Preston got here. Even the mist is lifted, ready to cloud in the sky.
You sound disappointed, Detective.
That was supposed to be fishing, right here on this lake. In fact, the big ones only come when it's wet. Come out when it's wet.
But the park was sealed off for the president's visit. No regular usage allowed. Do you know the rules?
Don't forget about William Whopper, sir. This is gonna be special.
If your ideas are special, might be rather different. Irreconcilably so, in fact. This is what he thinks about at a time like this.
And that comes you. You know how to properly conduct an investigation, don't you?
No.
Sure do. First, you gotta gather the information, all the intel you can, examine every different crime, talk to every single witness.
Both of which I can do with this button.
And if you get the chance, ask them about the evidence. Which means them in your organizer and present it to them.
Yeah. I can open my organizer with this button. Present evidence with this button.
Hey, it's been a while. I've been with you for a while, Mr. Edgeworth. I all noticed up by now.
Yes, you ought to.
No! I'm as surprised as you, sir, but there's no mistaking it. It's the Steel Samurai!
Steel Samurai, Warrior of Nero, Tokyo. It's a popular TV show. Old, young, it doesn't matter. It truly has something for everyone.
So what, it had the Steel Samurai balloon as a welcome party for the foreign president.
It's a little odd, although now that I think about it, what better here to represent our nation? I scour the scene and inspect everything that catches my attention. The flag of Shamfa. The key motif is a blazing red phoenix. Wait, what's this?
Something the matter, sir?
You don't see it, detective? There's something unusual about this flag. Compare it with the one on the other side of the stage, if you will.
Oh, that's a beautiful right there. Just look at it on a flap in the wind. It's remarkable.
Exactly, which is how a flag
we should look. And yet we see quite a different picture. One thing in particular stands out, don't you think? Right, of course, it is, oh, hi, go on, spill the beans. You can lead a horse to water. I just have to move the cursor on the problematic spot and highlight the difference with this button.
Take that!
Look closely, do you see the hole? Oh, look at that, you're right, sir! Note the burn marks around the edges. That's a bullet hole. There's no mistaking it. A bullet hole? Are you saying the bullet went through the flag? Breaks your heart, doesn't it? It does. I feel like it could have befallen him. But this is Eddie popped right out when the gun went off. Sound suggests that bullet struck the balloon. Looks like we got a case of cold-blooded samurai murder on our hands. This is sacrilege. The rest of the little culprit has been apprehended. Detective, we can't let this foul assassin escape. Come on, sir. You can count on it. I think we've gathered enough information for this moment. Time to put the pieces together and see what we can figure out. These flowers are in full bloom. They look exotic, but I don't know the species. My favorite flowers are maybe roses? Yeah, roses and lilies. Roses make good weddings. Ah, the romance. And lilies, well, that's funerals, I guess. It's odd, but I like, you know. It's no coincidence that both types of occasions tend to feature a free buffet, I imagine.
Come on, sir. That's not fair. Is the president okay? We're not limited to share that information with local law enforcement. Don't you stand him! You know I was on that patent playing, pal. You might regret it. Sorry, but I can't do that. No one respects the badge anymore. I suppose this is something of an international incident. All the more reason to find the killer as soon as we possibly can. So the president had a nasty surprise when he was giving his speech. Same thing happens to me when I was a kid, right in the middle of a public speaking contest. There I was, yammering away, and when all of a sudden, earthquake! Almost jumped out of my skin. That sounds terrifying. The word earthquake makes me queasy. You were listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought you were ignoring my little sides like always. Was the officer here taking pictures of, Detective? What? The wicked will be crushed beneath the righteous hammer of justice. Looks like he's reading off these papers here, Mr. Edgeworth. Pro speech tip number 3. Speak slowly and confident to win your audience around. Hey, this is good stuff. I got a shot at this one too. Instead of focusing on that speech, how about you focus on your work instead, officer? Have you found anything of note, officer? No, sir, nothing. No fingerprints, no footprints, nothing. That is to say, none that stand out, sir. Not after everybody touched and walked over everything. Detective Gumshoe? He sound pleased about having no evidence to catalog? I, speak to his commanding officer about it, sir. Some reviews coming up soon and all. Tells me there's something else to examine. No, it must be just the decent logic. I'm sure it's the same save file. Got it. There was a bullet hole in the flag, and it seems highly likely the balloon was popped by a bullet too. Which means 2 shots are fired, right, sir? Possibly even 3. The president was shot as well, remember? Equally, the hole in the flag and the hole in the balloon could have been made by the same bullet. We need to know how many gunshots there were. Alright, then open the Huh? Rebels! Y'all figure something out, huh? Care to share? Who exactly is she? What does she keep showing us? Rubbernecker, I guess. Seems pretty interested in the kiss. Come on, give me something here! We don't have to speak with some witness to find out how many gunshots there were. So, we do need to speak with some witnesses to find out how many gunshots there were. Fine. Let's see if she can tell us anything. There you are! Happy Lloyd, at your service. I'm looking into the case for, well, just for me right now, but... Looking into the case? Miss Lloyd, was it? Miss Lloyd, there's something I'd like to ask you. What? What can you tell me? Any exclusive details you want to share? How about the burp? Have they made any demands? What about them, their ruffles? Ruffles a fella back for a fan like that.
Hold it!
Will you be quiet for a moment? I'll be asking the questions here. Dang, I thought I could get me something juicy for my piece. You need to know something about the shooting? Can you tell me how many gunshots you heard? I most certainly cannot! I beg your pardon? Can't just be handing out these for free. That's my livelihood. Nah, come on, don't hurt us. We all gotta share sometimes. Me hold on you? Well, if you're all gonna be like that, I'll be moving right along. Goodbye. Right! Wait for 1 second, huh? If you got nothing on me, I'm gone. What fresh out of moves here? Out of moves? I wouldn't be so sure. You mean, Mr. Edgeworth? As you know, Detective, I like to play a little chess. Chess. What does one do in chess when an opponent adopts the defensive position? Why, the board offers a number of options, but some are more effective than others. Sorry, sir, but this is all going way over my head. No matter how impenetrable an opponent's defenses may seem, it can almost be overcome. Watch and learn, Detective. As I shatter my opponent's resolve with the power of words. When attempting to draw out an entrenched opponent, one must employ certain tactics. Let's picture the board and see if we can anticipate our adversary's next move. Mind chess. Or mind chess. Mind chess. Now, we must analyze the state of play. Y'all ain't getting nothing of me, not until you give me something in return. My opponent has dug herself in deep. Fence will easily be broken. I can't afford to try her patience by taking too long to plot my next move. Now, this is my first time doing mind chess, so we'll begin Edward's in other words, oh shoot. In other words, I must be concerned not just with my strategy, but also the passage of time. That said, I can't afford to waste words either. In fact, it pays dividend. It pays dividends not to. When the opponent gets too agitated, you're going to ask me something. Were you dang well asking already? I may be able to gain a tactical advantage by calmly biding my time. And when I see a crack in my opponent's armor, I pounce. I should begin by finding out what is it that she does. Alright, time to make my opening gambit. Mind chess! Commence!
Why don't you begin by telling me about what it is that you do?
Sure! Or I can totally not do that. I think I don't know when they came. I think I don't know when they came out. That's my job. Oh. Gonna move myself for a second here. Never mind, Battlestalk is on the move. This is now. So, you do something you won't or can't tell anyone about. No, I shut up. I ain't no lawbreaker. And that's what you're insinuating?
Don't you see? There's nowhere left to hide.
Huh? I'm not right.
You sure what you're getting at here, Ruffles? Horses! I should have picked my words more wisely. It's more effective to buy my time the more agitated or upset my opponent seems. And the funeral? Then it's time to go on the verbal offensive.
I'm a law-abiding, everything's innocent. And you got no reason to say otherwise.
Forgive me, I meant nothing by it. It's something you can tell me about. I imagine it must be very important work indeed.
Huh? Well, sure, I guess. This way, it would be me once I bagged my first scoop.
I see. It's a scoop you're after. So you're a journalist, is that correct?
Dang!
So, yeah, sure. I'm your friendly neighborhood reporter. The hungriest curb on the beat. That's the mystery of what she does for a living solved. Perhaps our hunking young cub has scattered information vital to the case. Let's make our next line of inquiry. And the opening move concludes, the mid-game approaches. What else does she have to tell us? At the time of the incident, were you present at the scene of the crime?
Come on then, Rebels. You ain't gotta give Little Tabby something first.
Absolutely not.
And I ain't giving you nothing either. You think I'm a sucker? Think again. Come on, this is my career we're talking about here. You gotta give me something.
Sally, the more you know, the more you might find yourself in danger.
I ain't scared. I'm a pro. Kicks more. Instead of a little gunfire if you ask me.
You made pro, as you put it. I say you're a little wet behind. You said you heard gunfire, which proves you were here at the time of the crime. You must have seen something.
Double dang. Fine, I was here. I saw it. Can't report on the big speech. We're not reporting on a shooting. And you won't get it no more on me. I'm done with church ruffins.
She came to report on the events. She must have made a record of some kind. A record I'd first like to get my hands on. This is quite the clue as to where we take the conversation next. You're a reporter, which means you must have been making a recording of some kind.
You got more questions? You gotta give me some first. That's the deal.
I am not in the habit of making deals. Now tell me what I need to know.
Sorry, Rebels. Can't help you.
And upon my clue. No cyber-spreading reporter would leak the house without the means of putting some things on the record. Tell Miss Lloyd, where was yours?
I'm in a record. Of course I'm in a record. I told you, I'm a pro. Now I near wore my shoe off run in this one. Which is why I'm about to just hand it over to the first person who asked me.
I'm not just anyone, young lady. I am the prosecutor in charge of this case.
Don't you, young lady, me? You ain't getting it. No matter how many times you asked. You understand, don't you, Ruffles? It ain't nothing personal.
I understand that your job is a difficult one.
You do? Well, ain't that sweet?
And it's such a competitive field, you must sometimes doubt that you'll find success.
I'll go plenty far. I'm sure of it. Yeah.
As long as I got my trusty tape recorder,
I'll always be ready to not be a scoop. After Jason Horman, good day.
intriguing.
We'll say.
Intriguing. A young reporter, hungry for success,
Depends on time, so.
so dedicated to her craft, to leave such an important event unrecorded would be unthinkable. And indeed, she did not. She committed the entire event to tape!
Ah, dang it!
This is my Scoopy resume. Whipping grip. Fine, sure. I'll record the whole darn thing.
Checkmate. It's all right here. You got me, okay?
Checkmate.
Ah, I like the checkmate. I like the chess animations. Yeah, I'll see. We'll see what time it all is and we'll work with that.
You're something else, Ruffles.
It's also if I've got things requiring stuff for me. I was trying to be all strong inside, but you had me singing like a canary.
Never mind that. Now play us the tape. Did you finally tell us how many shots were fired?
Ah, you can hear it, but I got conditions. You play me like a fiddle, Ruffles. Over the chief ever played me so good. I was the only team that ever played. You gotta agree to be Chief's number 2. I'm the mentor to Rising Star, aka me.
Chief's number 2, huh?
Sounds kinda like a second parent. That's a big responsibility. I try to be like a sack.
Let's see something here.
I am back. Good night. Alright. You did that. One more thing. I want exclusive reporting rights for the first 24 hours. Oh, you gotta say yes. What kind of mentor would give us our people the exclusive, huh? Wouldn't give us our people the exclusive, huh?
These are difficult women to refuse, and I need to hear that recording. 24 hours is more than I can promise, but the story is yours until the case is solved.
And the job with Chief number 2?
I think not.
Ah.
You're no fun.
Like as a girl that can't have everything.
Oh, for the sake of the scoop, huh?
Alright, you got yourself a deal. I got exclusive access starting from right this second, Ruffles.
Good. And our first order of business is to listen to the tape. That tape. Oh, she. On our friends and allies, I'm here today to deliver a message. The odious criminal that dodged my beloved nation are no more. The President's speech. The President's passionately address
the assembled crowd. That's just trying to shake up of the reporter of its declining popularity by sheer force of will. And that's me! There's me! Can't be a little live commentary to set the scene. Me is scheduled for just after the speech, correct? He seems very pleased to be able to put the whole Yadagrassi situation behind him. As well as he should be. This is a great day for all of us. Whose voices are those? Oh, those were these two old guys standing right in front of me, sorry. They're whispering away to each other up the whole darn time. I knew the voices from somewhere. Wait. The part where the gun goes off right after this. The president thrusts his fist into the air as the assignment reaches its fever pitch. All against evil rages on. Here today I make you this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice. What the? Oh! Alright. So, 2 shots were fired. Yep, and that tells us something. Something very important indeed. That allows us to deduce the trajectory of one of our bullets. One of the 2 shots fired, one hit the president, which means the other must have passed through both the flag and the balloon in that order. Which, as you can see, allows us to deduce the position of our shooter.
Take that!
Alright. And join up. Okay, I mean, that was the first second here. Should be getting that. Alright. Join the line between the flag and balloon, gives us a trajectory of one of our bullets. Place our shooter on the left-hand side of the spectator's area. You're a genius, Mr. Edgeworth! At the gumshoe, I need to examine the left side of the spectator's area. Roger that, sir! So, you need me to clear all those people out of the way, I guess. I do. And what evidence remains to be found may already be deteriorating. So I need you to be quick about it. Yes, sir! Chief, hey, I'm talking to you, Chief. I suppose you mean me, Mr. Lloyd? Yeah, sure do. You gotta let me help out. This stuff's my forte. I'm the best credit hero you've ever seen. I prod, pummel, and push him away with that. Push him wherever like. I try kind offer. I think a less hands-on approach might be preferable. Also, about this chief business, I am nobody's chief. Whatever you say, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Your wish is my command. I somehow doubt that. Here you go, sir. It's all right for you. Miss Lloyd here cleared everyone out, just like that. You should have seen it. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. My other chief, that is, she sends him running twice as quick. He sounds like quite a formidable character. Perhaps you should go easy on the poor girl. Thank you, but you really shouldn't have. Of all that running around. Alright. Your clothes are covered in mud. Want me to pay for the clean? It's the least I can do. Huh? You mean my jacket? Oh, don't you be worrying. You're pretty little head about that. It's your first of all. All you gotta do is switch around and alakazam, no more dirt. On the outside, perhaps. Still have some. You can have a problem with the inside. We're ready to get back to investigation whenever you are, sir. Hell has trampled the entire area. We'll be looking to find any traces of our shooter at all. This wooden sign looks almost brand new. Imagine it was placed here recently. What's it say? What's it say, sir? 50 yards to 40 museum?
And 70 yards to the, never mind. What's the matter, detective? Just read it, will you? 70 yards to the, boathouse. Feels like a million years since that whole sorry affair unfolded. Fond memories, detective. Yeah, fond memories, sir.
And the lens is cracked!
What am I gonna do? The circuit board's hanging out. The whole thing's spinning sparks. It's like a fireworks show in there. Probably not a good idea to touch it, I guess. Definitely not! Fireworks can be deadly, right, sir? This isn't exactly rocket science, detective. Everyone is clearly otherwise occupied. Perhaps I can talk to him later. The television truck appears to be stuck in the mud.
That's the time I picked your car out of that ditch, sir.
He just drove away and left me there. But I admit, I felt kind of lonely. Did I do that? I think I might have.
You came back to Edgeworth, only left me there in the mud for maybe 50 minutes. I know you never forget about me, sir.
Of course I wouldn't. Only was 15 minutes anyway.
Well, this is quite the situation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Who is he again?
It's Payne, Mr. Edgeworth. Winston Payne. We worked at the prosecutor's office.
He's a prosecutor? What brings you here today, Mr. Payne?
Well, indeed. Why, only only the invitation of the chief prosecutor himself.
His voice. I recognize it from the tape recording. He one of the men who was standing in front of Miss Lloyd?
And where is the chief prosecutor? He had to leave, I'm afraid. He's a busy man. They let him, and only him, out through the corridor.
He had summoned me on short notice and then left before I even showed up. Rude.
Alright, you say you attended today's ceremony in order to gather materials for an article of some kind? Alright. Yeah, bet I did. So you bet I did. It ain't the kind of thing that happens every day.
And when did the ceremony begin?
Right after the rain stopped. We got lucky. It was raining all morning before that. Anyhow, the president's playing touchdown right around 1:45, sorry. And the speech started at 2 on the nose.
What about the shooting?
Must have been about 20 after.
So 20 minutes after the ceremony begins?
Yeah, shots rang out, tearing through that only moments before had been alive for cheers. Then tragically, the president dropped to the floor, fell by an unknown assassin's bullet. It's 2:25 p.m. on March 25th, and I've been reporting to you live from the scene of Gourd Lake.
What's that all about?
Sorry, just making some voice notes. Gotta get those ideas done the second they come into the old noggin, you know. It ain't every day you get to report on an assassination of a president after all. It's dramatic, it's emotional. I got everything I need to write well, that puts the readers right there in the scene.
And did the president really drop to the floor?
Officers in the scene said his bodyguard escorted him straight onto the presidential plane. Now, y'all can't believe you're getting a little carried away now, can you?
I better take any testimony she gives with a good-sized pinch of salt.
Hey, stop it. Call me a reporter and all. It's kind of weird when somebody else says it. So, Tabby Lloyd, reporter at large, does have kind of a ring to it, don't you think?
But you are a reporter, correct?
Sure am. A reporter in training.
Have you ever... Sir, have you even had any articles published?
Excellent, look up my work, huh? Well, that may be tricky.
And yet, you call yourself a reporter nonetheless?
Well, I soon will be, won't I? This right here is a big old scoop. Don't mistake about it. And I got the whole thing on tape. Don't miss a second. It's all thanks to my trusty mic. And my even trustier tape machine. I'm about to set the journalistic world on fire. Just like my mentor before me. You know the Chief Rebels? My mentor? My inspiration?
No. But you have mentioned her. Repeatedly.
Did I? Can't rightly say I remember.
What kind of reporter forgets a thing like that?
Well, it's just like the Chief always says. You gotta train information as irresponsibly as you can.
What kind of mentor says that?
Oh, you should have heard her the day she gave me this here tip machine. You be sure to bag yourself the juiciest, sleaziest scoop you can now, you hear?
Wonderful. So you're just the kind of reporter who sees fire under even the faintest trace of smoke.
I'm the kind of reporter who puffs on the fire till it smokes about chokes you.
How is that any better?
You even got a pick for the trash yourself? A prosecutor's life ain't easy, huh?
Detective Gonshu?
Right away, sir. Faithful detective scrambles for the guard. Means as the prosecutor looks on, his hands unblemished.
See now, come the Pablo, little treasure. Is he enjoying himself?
Bingo! A popsicle sick. I love the jokes they put on these.
Detective? Alright, sir.
Relative evidence. Huh? I think we got something.
Good work, detective. Let's take a close look, shall we? By examining a piece of evidence from all angles, we can uncover hidden details.
You sure can't. Just tell me which way. Go on, sir.
We can rotate the item with this stick.
If you want, I can move the closer or further away, sir.
Use this button to examine objects up close, or this button to move out for a bigger picture.
Responsible, just say the word.
You point out suspicious areas with the cursor, and then press this button to inspect them more closely. Alright, let's see what we can discover. This is a document of some kind.
What are we looking at here? Presidential security plan?
No.
It's a diagram of the president's security arrangements.
It shows how the president's bodyguards were positioned. It even has his people's names on it.
Burke and Knight.
Those bodyguards aren't native of Shangfa.
We heard he's some private security firm.
But why not employ people from his own country?
I know why not. Y'all want your little Tabby Lloyd exclusive?
You really know something?
I sure do. I was over at their emissary not so long back, sniffing out a story. Oh, sir, one of my sources tell me that the president's got more enemies than... enemies than you got hers on your head. Including a bunch of bigwigs and a national police force.
Interesting. He's unable to trust his own domestic law enforcement. Wonder if one of these enemies could have been behind the attempt on his life.
But what's it doing? What's it doing? Dumped it there in the bag.
You raise an interesting point. If the document related to a matter of national security, it would surely be highly classified.
Huh? Hey, there's something else in here.
My. What's a gun doing in here? Sir, this mine, it's gotta belong to the... Yes, it could be. Been disposed by our would-be assassin. Revolver? It had taken a lot of nerve to dump it here amidst all the chaos. Could this be the work of a professional?
I'm looking at security plans too.
I think we need to take a close look at our latest find. Who spent bullets in the cylinder? Matching the 2 gunshots we heard on the recording.
A person. This must be the weapon that was used.
Oh. This part is called a grip. I held a few guns in my time, though they've never felt quite right in my hand. This one is no exception. This is a laser sight.
It can be lined up with the target to make aiming a bit easier. I press this here. Yep, definitely a ray laser.
The assassin have used a large laser to target the president?
On behalf of a revolver, jotted down in the organizer. The bag was a real find, huh? This just goes to show, a bag and a hand is worth 2 in the trash.
Nice work, detective.
Now,
there is something else I'd like to ask if you don't mind. I need you to take the bag and the gun to the forensic and see if they can find any prints.
hold it, sir.
It says that your could really help this investigation along.
Got the results for you, sir.
That was quick!
Bet it was. Told Zach it was ultra super high priority.
But, it came up empty. And they checked everywhere?
Inside the night. Top the bomb, sir.
They even took the bullets
out of the gun and dusted them.
I should have known it wouldn't be that easy.
I believe it's time for logic. Let's try this. Let's not try the other ones. Anything left? Let's grab the points back.
You're one of the news channels.
Yep. Can I help you?
You must have footage of the event. Do you mind if I take a look?
Wish I could help you, but that might be a little tricky. What's that, huh, pal? You got a problem with doing yourself a doing or something?
No, it's just that my camera was knocked over in all the panic. I can't get it to work. That footage would have helped immensely. Just our luck.
What the?
You look like you need a little help, Mr. Edgeworth. I know that voice. Kay!
Honestly, I leave you alone for 2 seconds. But don't worry, your hero's here to save the day. That's right, the one, the only, K for day.
Hero? Only you would give yourself a title like that. So you're not a great thief anymore?
Not right now. It's not like I quit. I'm just on a barbaric. Like a app. No. I'm taking time out for some intensive training. Being a second Yanagrasu doesn't come easy. He helped me out on a few occasions about 2 weeks ago when I was working on a case. Case of the Yanagrasu, a mysterious thief who seemed to appear and disappear at will. And who claimed only to steal the truth. Calls herself the second Yanagrasu. She says they're the so-called Great Thief. That's not a lock. Sorry, there's not a lock I can't open or a trap I can't escape. When it comes to stealing, well, I'm still in training. I'll get there soon enough. What are you doing here, Kay? What do you think I'm doing? I've been enjoying the festivities, you know. Of course, sir. I suppose she did mention being fond of such things. In other words, I was thinking of dropping by your office to see you guys. But now you don't have to. Good to see you too, kiddo. You're a surprise breezing. I'm breezing over. Hey, Kami, how you been? You're looking pretty full of beans yourself. It's okay. You here to save the day? Yep. Prepare for your Jones to hit the floor. Your best pal in the world here only went on. Took pictures at the whole shebang. Do now. Then you better show them to me. Wow, your jaw didn't even move an inch. The girl gotta do to impress you, huh? I know, right? I'm surprised you're here. Here's about as much fun as a dang toothpick. Wouldn't even let me call him Chief. But don't forget my manners. Hobby Lloyd, it's reporter at your service. Nice to meet you, Hobby. You're right. He's so fun and all. This one time, you two can chat later. Okay? Can I see those pictures? Boo. Fine. Here. I took this one right when the gun went off. It was total chaos. People running everywhere. The president has 2 bodyguards. The name of the security plan was Knight and Rook, I think. What's that? Thank you indeed, Kay. I think you provided us with a vital clue. Owie! You like just settle like a pair of dang Christmas trees. When was Andrew? Care to tell the readers what you spotted? A contradiction. Huh? A what now? I don't see nothing strange. Allow me to show you. This picture shows the moment of the incident, and another piece of evidence shows something different. I need to highlight the point of contradiction, and then employ my power of deduction. First, to find the contradiction in this photograph. This is it. I simply press this button to make my deduction. I present the evidence that proves the contradiction.
Eureka!
Oh, damn. It's something so I couldn't save? Oh. We got here one.
Eureka!
Nope.
Eureka!
Oh, of course. All right. Look closely at the pictures are present in this newspaper clipping. If you're with Mr. Lloyd. Now look at Kay's photograph. Compare the two carefully. Huh? What am I looking for here? Well, I'll be. Indeed. There's something on the president's forehead. Something that wasn't there in the other picture. What is it? Some kind of birthmark? Yeah, guy's got a big red birthmark right in the middle of his forehead. I highlighted out a birthmark that just sprang up there since the other picture was taken. Think of him at Vogue? Then maybe? Yeah, that's it. And there's a big old bug bite. And here I thought it was something important. The look on your face. You should know that the road to the truth is paved with just seamless trivial details. Oh, it came with a face. Alright. Duty noted, Chief. There we go. I have solved the mystery of the red birthmark. Really? So it wasn't a bug bite? No. What we're dealing with isn't something that will itch for a day then disappear. No. It is in fact the beam of a laser sight. And our killer was aiming to shoot the president square in the forehead? And shortly after this picture was taken, a second shot rang out. Yeah, that's going to do more than it. That's right. That's going to do more than itch. Indeed, I fear the president may be in even more danger than we thought. And that the gun we found was the weapon used in the crime. Okay. What about the purpose laser sight though? He's right. You sounded like crazy using something like that. Pew pew pew. At least this time I'll let you use. I can say it normally. Hey, it's not like you can just go around shooting lasers all over the place. No. And anyone who saw it could trace it right back to the shooter. Seems like a pretty bad idea all around. Oh, I almost forgot! I took a couple more pictures. Maybe the laser sights in one of them. Long shots, but it's worth a look at least. Alright, Kay, let's see those other pictures. Yes, sir, right away, sir. Let's see. First, here's one I took just before everything started going south. It might be more useful to us if half the frame wasn't taken up by your face. Hey, can you believe me for wanting to get a selfie with the president? Look at you. This was right before the gun went off. And the one I showed before, he was just after the first shot was fired. The second shot came just seconds after this. Then there's this. I can hardly see anything. I got knocked over and everyone started running right after the last picture. Guess it was the president shooter by accident. Not sure if this one's gonna be much use, kid. And that's all of them. I have to take a closer look. That's some of the picture from. Any hint? The lasers in this picture. 1%.
Take that! Take that!
Oh, I see it.
Take that!
There, I see it. I didn't see it for a bit. No. What is it, sir?
Look closely at the person with the red hood.
Oh, there it is.
Indeed. That's our laser sight right there.
So that's our perp. The one in the red hood must be
The shooter, yes.
We find him! And it's all thanks to yours truly.
Indeed. You led us right to the greatest treasure of all, mystery thief. The truth. You may have captured our would-be assassin in one of your other pictures too. Let's take another look. The red hood says that could be another one that's just from...
Take that!
Look, right there!
Red jacket. That must be our suspect.
Looks like they took advantage of the confusion to make the getaway.
Luckily, we can see exactly where they were hidden.
Ah, the samurai Stokestone!
Precisely. Which means they escaped towards the right-hand side of the spectator area. Okay, the gumshoe?
On it, sir! Consider it cleared!
Good. I'm counting on you. We have you now, my Little Red Riding Hood. The entire park is cornered off, and we know which way you went. Now it's simply a matter of hunting you down.
Now let us continue our investigation. There's evidence here somewhere. All we have to do is find it.
The banner advertising the rifle range has fallen over. It must have been knocked down in the crush. It's covered in footprints too. Ralph must have really panicked.
Hey! You want to buy one of these?
Why would you wish to? Don't tell me you're thinking of riding gumshoe on it and wearing it on your back.
What? How'd you guess?
Art,
You're a man racer? Is that it?
it was a joke. You should have known that nothing's impossible when it comes to the good detective. There's a toy rifle lined up around the counter.
Oh, a rifle range! I'm good at these, sir. A regular sharpshooter.
I thought you said you had guns.
Oh, I don't hate him.
Oh, you really like... Isn't that basically the same thing? I scour the scene and inspect everything that catches my attention. What's this? A red button? Hey, do you think... This has been dropped by a red-hooded suspect? Yes, it certainly seems likely. There's something red down there. Is that gumshoe? Can you see what that is under the stand, please?
There's something down there, right?
Let's see.
A red raincoat! This must be the one the suspect was wearing.
Must have taken it off and hidden it under there before they made their escape. The sleeve, it's inside out. The button is missing too. It's a flimsy-looking foot stand made out of plywood, and it sells samurai dogs.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I've got 150. If you know,
You're not actually just I subsidize you eating on the job.
oh, I didn't mean to. On the side.
Maybe when we're done. Fine. When you finish investigating, you can have one. And only one. Understand?
All right, sir. I never should have. Wait.
Did you say I could have one? Yes. Why? Is something the matter?
No, it's just.
I wasn't expecting you to...
Thanks, sir.
The button we found seems to have come from this raincoat. It must have been pulled loose when the killer took it off.
The right sleeve says that too.
It seems it was removed in a hurry. Fast enough to tear a button off, no less. A samurai assassin disposed of the gun in the bag in the trash immediately after the shooting at the president. After shooting at the president, sorry. And he slipped into the panicked crowd and moved from the left to the right side of the spectators area. This is because they knew the trajectory of the bullet would point to a shooter on the left side. Finally, they removed the raincoat and hid it under the samurai dog stand. The killer would have needed to get to the The killer would have needed to get rid of the coat as soon as possible. Hence the hurried removal. The fact that the right sleeve is inside out is a testament to how quickly it was taken off. Yep, and the missing button. The question, of course, is why didn't the same thing happen to the left side? Oh yeah, only the right sleeve is inside. Indeed, and the button on the left sleeve is still security attached. Security attached. So, what's this mean, Mr. Ashworth? Find myself right there. If you're to answer that question, Detective, you need to inspect the raincoat in more detail. My sleeve is inside out. I didn't clearly see where the button was torn off. Yes, whoever discarded this raincoat did so in quite a hurry. It's a bright red raincoat, sir! Red as red can be. Sight of it it's getting me kind of fired up, I gotta say. Like the raging bull, aren't you, Detective? That's me, sir! I'm always ready to charge in the action! Yes, or to my defense. Let's take a close look at the inside of the raincoat. Does it come true? Yes, sir! This is a blood stain? Oh, damn. Considering where it's located, I say the blood belongs to our would-be assassin. So we're looking for someone with an injury? Not just any injury, Detective. An injury on their left arm. Huh? How do you know that? Simple. The right sleeve is inside out, suggesting that the suspect removed the raincoat in a hurry. Grab the check. And firstly, the left sleeve is just as we would expect it to be. Therefore, the suspect's left arm was never in the sleeve in the first place. Once we understand that, everything else falls into place. Now, Detective.
Yo, Stella, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day.
There's a blood stain on the left side lining of the raincoat because... Was the suspect's arm was too injured to fit for the sleeve? Precisely. At least, we can say that there is a good probability that is the case.
I hope you're having a good day.
Alright. The pieces are starting to fall into place.
Also, the point, this is my first time actually playing this, so I'm, well, at least Prosecutor's Gambit, so I'm going to this blind. With a gumshoe,
I need you to go and search the crowd for likely suspects.
yes, sir.
Suspicious characters with injured left arms, coming right up. You're really smarter than you look, Ruffles.
Taking all them itty bitty pieces and putting them together like that? You have your man no time. That's Mr. Esther for you.
The party's still corned off, so our would-be assassin should be in that crowd somewhere. Put me down, Detective Gumshoe.
March 25th, 3:27 p.m. Gourd Lick, spectators area.
Edgeworth, we found someone who fits the bill perfectly.
We're not the assassin coming.
Hold on, Kay. It's a little too soon to be jumping to conclusions. For the moment, there's a person of interest. They're a person of interest and nothing more. Understood?
Okay, no jumping. He's a shooter, sir. I'm sure of it. This guy tried to take with the president.
In broad daylight, surrounded by a crowd of witnesses, this is no ordinary assassin.
Bring him over here, detective. Carefully. Yes, sir. Come on, boys. You hurt, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. Oh, it's you. Fancy meeting you here.
No umbrella. And a bandage on his left arm.
Well, pal, state your name already.
Doe. John Doe. Chant. I'm sure. John Doe. Not a name you've heard you often hear in real life.
That's correct.
I know this man from somewhere. Sure of it. And you are Prosecutor Edgeworth. You know my name? Of course. I have been following the day's development with some interest. Now, perhaps you care to explain why you've asked to speak with me? As you've been following our investigation, you're no doubt aware of who we're looking for. Let me ask you, do you recognize this raincoat by any chance? Forgive me, but I'm afraid I do not. I see. Well, I believe its owner would... Sorry, its owner to be would be assassin...
Ah. Let's try again.
See, well, I believe its owner to be would be... Owner to be the... Would be assassin. We are thinking...
Why am I having troubles reading that?
My. Well, isn't that just shocking?
That ice cream spinning, turning? That ice cream's turning!
And this same would-be assassin happened to have an injured left arm. Just like you. All I can tell you is that I have nothing to do with this unfortunate affair.
Two officers stare each other down! Their eyes like deadly lasers. Care to tell the readers what happened next? A showdown! That's what! A battle of wits! A battle of words!
Never let him explain any further what he thinks of this upcoming battle will entail.
Let's not go there.
Detective Gumshoe, if you're quite finished leaking my professional strategies to the press...
Yes, sir!
Sorry, sir.
Thanks a bunch, you big old grouch! As if it would have done any harm.
Those deposition. I can understand.
Really? This is not original? This is... Okay.
This is the arrangement that can understand why whoever wrote War the Raincoat would be of interest to you. But you have no proof that this person is injured as you claim. My left arm may be injured, but I can still use my right arm. When it started raining, I simply opened my umbrella. No raincoat required. So you're content that you were not wearing a raincoat, is that correct?
It is.
And is that so strange? Not everyone wears one after all. I happen to prefer an umbrella.
Team Raincoat over here. They're perfect for when a girl really needs to move. Heck, I don't use neither. Come rain, sleep, snow, or shine. It's my trusty parka every time.
Not exactly the line of inquiry I was hoping to pursue. Do you see, I am not your would-be killer. And I'm not in the mood of making baseless accusations, Mr. Doe. Please, I'm just a simple ice cream set. Oh my. Forgive me. My wounds seem to have begun bleeding again in all the excitement. The owner of the raincoat is definitely our assassin. Said owner also has an injured left arm. I'm on to you, Mr. Doe. It's only a matter of time.
Oh no, we should probably save. We'll go for another 20 minutes. And then maybe next time.
So you admit that whoever wore the raincoat is a person of interest?
I know they are.
I was able to follow most of your investigation from the spectators area. One never thinks one would get caught in such an awful thing such as assassination.
Hold it!
So you'd like to see some proof of the owner of raincoat. Sorry. So you'd like to see some proof that the owner of the raincoat has an injury. I was certainly expect such a renowned prosecutor to have some. I still don't understand how you know who I am. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. You're famous. He probably read about you in the newspaper. I have also been observing you and your work, lest you forget. I don't believe a word he says. If I can prove he's lying, we'd be one step closer to apprehending our shooter.
Hold it!
That looks like quite a serious injury, Mr. Doe. How long did it happen exactly? Oh, not long. That's all you're going to say on the subject? Well, it certainly made serving ice cream more difficult. And stopping from holding my umbrella while I work.
Hold it!
And yet you don't seem to have an umbrella on you at the moment. Did the rain stop? Didn't the rain stop only a short while ago, just before the shooting? It did indeed.
President of the... Indeed, I remember. I said it's quiet because I heard the dogs.
No, because I was suddenly inundated with customers. Almost less than an hour ago. Are you trying to tell me that you lost your umbrella in that short of a span of time? Yes, that is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. After all, it only takes a moment for someone to steal an umbrella, especially in a crowd of that size. No, that's entirely possible, I suppose. I had my umbrella when it was ready, Mr. Edgeworth. That is a fact. And then he lost that umbrella to the crowd, huh? I guess it's just one of those things. I suppose you're going to tell me that his wound reopened is just one of those things too? Well, it kind of is, no? The assassin's left arm is injured. As is Mr. Dove's. Why, it's even bleeding as we speak. You're right! It is pretty suspicious! Nevertheless, we need to find something concrete that will link Mr. Doe to the crime. I should press this button to open my organizer and look over the evidence, all the evidence again.
Actually, I'm gonna move myself for a second. I'm gonna grab my phone for a minute here. Back in a few seconds. I'm back on my hug. We're good now. Alright.
Objection!
I felt the E. I suppose this is the first kid, so it's much easy. It's very easy.
You seem like a careful man, Mr. Doe. But not careful enough, after all. You left something behind. Something of vital importance.
Oh, here's the version.
I'm afraid you must have me confused with someone else. The coat does not belong to me. Or you claim to have some kind of proof to support your accusation. Your arm isn't showing me too much, I hope. Your wound seems to be bleeding again. I'll survive, although I can't pretend it's not something of an inconvenience. You have my deepest sympathy. Because if it wasn't bleeding quite so badly, you could have perhaps made a clean getaway. What exactly are you insinuating?
Alright.
As we've already established, whoever wore this raincoat is injured.
Okay. And now I can prove that person was you.
With this decisive piece of evidence.
Oh no, the ice cream!
You see, Mr. Doe, there's a small amount of blood on the inside of this raincoat. Blood that belonged to our assassin.
Wow, that was a perfectly landing lawn for the ice cream cone.
After the murder of a foreign leader causing a diplomatic incident, they further pick at you. You can give us the silent treatment all you like, but we don't need you to talk. A simple blood test will give us the answer we require. All it takes for us to compare the blood on your bandage with that on the coat.
I'm gonna move myself for a second here. Alright, should be good now.
We have the evidence. Why don't you make it easier on us and on all of us and come clean? And admit you were the one who attempted the assassination of the president of Xiangfa. I am not your assassin. You are stubborn, I'll give you that. If this were a game of chess, you would already be in checkmate. Now do the honorable thing and admit defeat. Doesn't look like a man with no moves left to play. Very well, if you have me. I admit it, I was wearing the raincoat. You confess! Say the word, and I'll slap the cuts on it right now! But I did not shoot the president at the president's arm. What? Mr. Edgeworth? The only thing you have proven is that I was wearing a particular raincoat. And as far as I'm aware, that is not a crime.
Alright, now we'll put the original song.
I am no assassin. I am a simple ice cream seller.
One who happened to be wearing a red raincoat while watching the president speak. I was as surprised as anyone when his bodyguard sprang into action when the shot rang out. That's when the spectator panicked and started to run and scream for their lives. Now, are you satisfied that I'm telling the truth? I said, your story stinks! You don't scare me. The evidence is on our side, you know. Look, it's right there, plain as day. The assassin, and they're wearing a red raincoat. I just knew it was intriguing, but that's not me. Also, I'm pretty sure that bullet's aiming for Pian. Instant Pian. Oh, come on! Tell me, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you really think I was the only one in the entire park wearing a red raincoat today? I do, actually. And why? Why does he seem so sure of himself? Alright.
Hold it!
A simple ice cream seller. A knowledgeable, I assume. On the subject of ice cream, at least. But of course, ask me anything you wish.
Alright, I don't know the first thing about ice cream. You know what the most important thing about making ice cream is, of course.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Why, the most important thing about making ice cream is to approach it with a virtuous heart. What does virtue heart have to do with anything?
A proper perseverance for the craft. I'm afraid all you'll ever make are sweetened crystals of ice. There, I hope that you now see. I'm nothing more than an ice cream seller.
Hold it!
Why a raincoat? Why were you not using an umbrella? Is that so strange? It was a rainy morning. Most people were wearing a jacket of some kind. Oops. But I say it's a pretty strange choice considering you couldn't get one of your arms into it. Better that than have one of my hands occupied by an umbrella. I had ice cream served after all. Then why go to such lengths to avoid testifying to that effect in the first place? Forgive me, I simply hadn't remembered until now. Give me a second for a second. Never mind. It's been an eventful day after all. Eventful? Well, I hardly know what else to call it, Mr. Edgeworth. President Shumpa was shot at. I see, so we continue. We're wrapping up. You saw the bodyguard move before you heard the gunshot? Yes. If I recall correctly, they moved first. At least the one on the left did. You seem rather observant, Mr. Doe. I am blessed with a keen eye. Keen eyes. The name of the bodyguards were written in the top left corner of the security plan. And the one on the left was Rook. That's correct. Bastion Rook, I presume. I believe. That's alright. I expected he noted the light from the laser sight. That man is no amateur. The dog knows a little too much about the business of being a bodyguard for my liking. I say our friend here is no amateur either. I'd like you to append with what you just said, your testimony, if you don't mind. As you wish. The bodyguard on the left, Bastion Rook, was it? Was especially quick to respond.
Hold it!
So the bodyguard on the left was the first to move. By the smallest fraction, yes, he reacted admirably swiftly. His name was Bastion Rook, did you say? It appears you've assessed the situation quite attitudinally. No more so than anyone else, I'm sure. Sorry, changing up there. He's good. He didn't even flinch.
Hold it!
Oh, so you yourself didn't start running and screaming? I was hardly in a position to. Oh yeah? And what position were you in? One of extreme pain. Someone bumped right into my wounded arm. Hard. It was excruciating. I thought my eyes would pop out of my head. Yeah, well, they clearly didn't. Of course they didn't, Kay. In any event, the shooter was wearing a red raincoat. We have photographic proof of that. Yet, Mr. John Dove here swear it wasn't him. The guy's lying for his tip, I tell you. No one gets away with disrespect, Mr. Edgeworth, pal. Not on my watch. Calm down, detective. We'll get the truth out of him by catching him in a lie. Yeah, so let's keep at him. They'll let someone slip soon enough. Alright. I think this might be it. Let's try this.
Objection!
No. I'm taking the point back. Oh, wait, no. The picture, maybe. Oh, let's reread it. I was surprised at... Ah.
Objection!
Okay, it's not. Alright. You saw a bird at the window.
Objection!
Wait, I'm just blindly doing this. Okay. I'm quick on the blind. I'm doing... Okay, thank this furry.
Objection!
Nope. Okay, think about this first. Is it? I'm sure you don't need a new pair. I don't wear glasses. Ah, then perhaps your ears need cleaning.
That wasn't a contradiction at all, I take it.
Objection!
Alright.
Objection!
Nope. Okay. Missing some. I pick up the right statement. I'm trying to.
Objection!
Why did I think? Why did I think? Wait.
Objection!
Ah, wrong statement. Okay, so wrong statement. Right here, wrong statement. As I suspected, you're more than what you claim to be, Mr. Doe. You overestimate me, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, then tell me how a simple ice cream seller knows one of the presidential bodyguard's names. What? Just surely. Oh. You were the one who spoke their names aloud. Rook and Knight, was it?
Objection!
We know those names thanks to the security plan. But look closely. Only their surnames appear. Yet we all clearly heard you say the name Bastion Rook. How did you come to possess such information? Information we ourselves didn't have? Seems very darn suspicious to me! Well, how do you know? Explain yourself. It was merely a slip of the tongue. Another lie? He is the assassin, just like we said! Come now, miss. But I mean Steven. It's a little soon to be jumping to such conclusions. I don't know the names, yes. And the reason for that is, well, I know Mr. Rook and I are acquainted. What? We have something of a connection. And his is the name I could never forget. Bigger super pal, stop lying! First of all, it's been a while time. I am not lying, I am. As I have always been, a simple ice cream seller. And an acquaintance of Bastion Rook, yes.
Objection!
And I suppose Mr. Rook can confirm that. It would be easy enough for him to remember his good friend, a slippery ice cream seller, correct? Please, you are more than welcome to ask him, although I think that might be difficult right now. I would imagine he'd be rather busy ensuring the president's safety. I suppose you're welcome. So if I suppose that, but suppose you are able to speak with him, and he does deny that he and I are acquainted. How will it help you prove I was the shooter?
Objection!
You weren't the shooter, then why take off your raincoat? Because it was no longer raining. In fact, it had grown quite warm. Far better to let my wound breathe, no? Or would you rather I let it fester? Had let it fester? Actually going to worm his way out of this? What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Hurry up and arrest that man. He's clearly guilty. If I were you, he'd be in jail already. You might be willing to arrest a man without sufficient proof, but I'm not. No, come on, Mr. Edgeworth. There's gotta be something you can do. Shocking scene here as the cop seems all but certain to escape justice. It seems the court of public opinion has spoken. Very well. As I will clearly view with suspicion no matter what I say, I might as well share what I know. You know? What's this angle here? I saw them. I saw another person with a red hood. What? Are you kidding me? It's the person you captured in your photograph. I first noticed them just before the president's speech began. It was still raining then. And their outfit was the same color as my own, which is what drew my attention. As did the lasering that was aimed directly at the president's head. It's claiming there was another red-hooded person? Preposterous. I knew that if anyone saw me dressed similarly to this individual, I could fall under suspicion myself. So naturally, I removed my raincoat.
Objection!
So not only did you see the assassin, but they were wearing exactly the same thing as you? How very convenient. I have thought you might find it far-fetched, hence not mentioned until now. I know you law enforcement people are very skeptical types. You would not have believed me, especially not if I said that the shooter was standing right next to a certain prosecutor. Well, I know you don't mean me. I wasn't even summoned until after the shooting. No, not you, Mr. Edgeworth. Your colleague over there. Ah? Me? Yes, the photograph will prove it. I am sure. You see, right there, in front of the person with the red hood. That's me, yes, but what exactly are you saying? What's his endgame here? As I mentioned, I have been following your investigation with some interest, Mr. Edgeworth. And while pondering the details, I noticed something strange. Strange? What exactly? Come now, a man of your talents should be more than capable of spotting a contradiction such as this. I'm afraid I don't follow. This picture shows the chief prosecutor, Mr. Payne, and the shooter. There's nothing weird about that, is there, son? Think carefully. The picture was taken right in the middle of the president's speech. One of those other pieces of evidence you've gathered is inconsistent with what we've see here. Think about this one. Oh, right.
Take that!
right, of course! Tape! It contradicts the photograph! Ah, so you've noticed at last.
What's it going on, Mr. Edgeworth?
Someone's missing. Someone who should be here.
Huh? But who?
Who indeed? The person who's missing from this photograph is...
Harvey Lloyd.
Take that!
Huh?
Miss Lloyd?
How did you figure it out?
Miss Payne's voice can clearly be heard on Miss Lloyd's tape. Considering that he was conducting a private conversation with the chief prosecutor.
Oh, there needs to go guys standing right in front of me. They wasn't way to each other the whole darn time.
She must have been very close indeed to capture it on tape.
You're right. She's not in the picture.
Precisely.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth,
You still believe that you have been hounding the right person? Miss Lloyd, would you mind answering a few questions?
whoa, y'all. I'm fixing to put me under the microscope now. All right, sure. Knock yourself out. I've got down the high.
Miss Lloyd's testimony.
It ain't like I... Hey, hold on. Oh, okay. This was the remix one. Ain't like I was in still the whole time. Nah, I was running over. Former reporting style. And that was a big old crime. Guess the picture must have been taken while I was in one spot. And the tapes from when I was in another. So quick, give me the eye. Ain't nothing but a misunderstanding. We'll pick this up later.
There's no doubt about it's the voice on the tape. That was Mr. Payne and the chief prosecutor. I'm certain of it.
How about we line us? I know she would. If she did, that would mean...
That she's our prep!
Perp. But y'all quit messing with me. I could have done a thing like that, little me.
I might be inclined to believe you if your testimony didn't contain a glaring inconsistency.
It does. I thought it was pretty good.
It seems I have no choice but to present her with the evidence and expose the contradiction.
We'll pick this up next time. So I hope it's good this week. We'll be packing this maybe Monday? Don't know. Or Friday, we'll say. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up. I hope it's good week. I'll see you next time. Bye.